This is not financial advice. This is not legal advice. It's for entertainment and educational purposes only. And everything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff so you get the videos as I put them out. See what I'm thinking, see how I'm analyzing the data. But as I tell y'all every day, the data they put out is false. It's meant to give us a false narrative of the market so they could mess with us psychologically. But this video is about the fact that a lot of people still think that these hedgies, these bad actors, continue shorting the stocks and doing the washing, the ladder attacks, and all the felony activities that they do without limit. They can't. They are slowly losing billions and trillions of dollars in this place. And they want us to believe they can do it forever, but they can't. As you can tell, Blackrock, the biggest hedge fund in the world, they lost 1.7 trillion. Okay, 1.7 trillion. And they were the first hedge fund to have $10 trillion under management. But with all the meme stock, all the shorting, the current state of the market, even BlackRock can't sustain. And they had Russian ETFs, and they closed the Russian ETFs. Now, I'm not saying they shouldn't have. I mean, based on the situation in Russia, based on all the major companies pulling out of Russia, based on the war, Ukraine, everything else, it makes sense. It makes logical sense that they would close the Russian ETF. But the problem is they do not want to pay the investors. They are requesting that the SEC allow them to suspend the right of redemption for their investors till a later date, who knows when. Now, if you have $10 trillion under management and you have hundreds of ETFs, billions of stocks in multinational companies, international companies, you don't have the cash on hand to pay the shareholders from the Russian ETF that you're closing. What that tells me is BlackRock was possibly running a Ponzi scheme with this Russian ETF. And with no more money coming in, the Ponzi scheme is starting to crash. The Ponzi scheme is starting to crash. And that's how a Ponzi scheme works. As long as you keep putting money in, they pay the old investors with the money from the new investors. But when there are no more new investors, the scheme starts to unfold, it starts to unravel, and then everything comes to light. The fact that a company that allegedly has $10 trillion under management closed the Russian ETF, which is probably less than 1% of their entire portfolio, but they don't want to pay the investors back their money. They're requesting the SEC suspend the right of redemption for the investors who had their money invested in the Russian ETF. That sends a bad signal to me, and whenever I get bad signals and I put it out there, sometimes I get a lot of negativity from the family. But right now, I think BlackRock has been involved in some nonsense. I believe that they're having liquidity issues, and for somebody who has $10 trillion under management and they're closing a simple small Russian ETF and they're requesting that they don't pay back their investors, that tells me there is a big problem underfoot. And when you can't pay that money, it's usually because you've been doing other things behind the scenes that were not 100% correct. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff, and tell me what you think about BlackRock, who has $10 trillion under management, can't pay the investors in the ETF that they're closing. Anyway, I appreciate y'all on this journey with me. God bless. Have a great day. Oh, take a look at the t-shirt.